Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 22. It's time for round 16 of our World Championship, and it's time for the Aragon GP. So here we are in Aragon in second place in the qualifying, missed out just by a couple of tenths, and we are going to try and get the best out of Enea Bastianini in this one. So Bastianini gets the whole shot into turn 1. We now go into the left hand side and hopefully get around the outside, especially into the next part for turn 2. And as we go up to the checker corner, we might be able to get on through, but still not quite able to get the better of Enea Bastianini. And if you're new to the channel and you're new to these videos, I am only using power setting 1. The AI is just too weak on any other power setting, so we are strictly using power setting 1 for the entire championship. If that interests you, then certainly consider subscribing to see a lot more content just like this one. But for now, we have turn 7 to tackle, and as you can see, AI Bastianini is getting away somewhat. 120% difficulty is the AI, but I do feel rather strong in a couple of areas here in Aragon. My biggest concern is going to be that long straight. The long straight going into the final couple of corners could be the spot where we lose the most time to these Ducatis. I mean, look at the Ducatis so far. We've got Bastianini ahead of us, Bagnaia behind, and then Zarco just one spot behind him. But into the difficult turn 12, we've closed in somewhat. Not close enough yet to consider any lunge, but we should get some slipstream upon the entry going into this change of direction of 14, and then into turn 15 we'll have a long straight as the ride height device clicks in, as we are going to lose quite a bit of time here. The gap was 4 tenths as we started this straight. It's already down to 5.5, it's down to 6 tenths. Might be able to close in on the brakes, and wow, look how early they braked. That was way too early. We've closed in on 6 tenths of a second, right on the cusp of Enea Bastianini, and we have a chance to sneak up and through, and we take over at the front. Slick move from the number 47. So firm on the brakes, we now must defend against Bastianini in second place. Number 23 and then 63 behind him are going to be on the charge to stop the Honda from winning here in Aragon. Now, of course, the Honda has been successful here in this fantastic circuit, but it's not been for a while, so Ducati dominance is certainly in charge here in the Grand Prix of Teruel. So into the left-hand side for turn 5, there is that familiar light blue livery, quite frankly the ugliest livery in MotoGP 22, but it's right there on the cusp of getting involved as we enter turn 7. Only a 6-lap sprint race here today, so we've got to be on our A game, and we've got to make sure we get the job done soon rather than later. Now, the AI in MotoGP 22 does get more competitive as the race progresses, and I think we're seeing evidence of it there. Pecco Bagnaia diving over the inside. That's from third to first. Temporarily first is Pecco. We do retake the lead. It was a brave move to try and go around the outside there. Sometimes the AI goes a little bit too close to you and just sends you to the scenery, but this time around, still pretty solid. Now, bottom right corner of your screen there, that is the heart rate monitor. I was a little bit tired when recording this one, so I think the heart rate's going to be quite slow, but at the same time, it's quite calm as well. And there is oh, goodness me, that is Pecco Bagnaia. I thought he was going to go for it. Didn't go for it yet, but the speed on the straight, this is where we're going to struggle. Already, you can see the Desmond Sedici just pulling away, effortlessly done from Pecco Bagnaia. There is Enea Bastianini, but he seems to be hesitant to get on through as we go really late on the brakes into the final corner, at least penultimate corner, should I say, as we have the lead once more, only temporarily. As Pecco stuffs the Ducati up on the inside, we've got to do the business again, going into turn 1. Now, aiming for the shadow of this bridge above us, braking here, get us into turn 1, back into the lead. That's what we're going to need to do. Respond quickly. Cannot afford to let the AI get into that rhythm. And of course, we have seen Pecco Bagnaia win many Grand Prix this season. He's probably won more than what we have, actually, but he's had too many mistakes, so he is still 50 points behind. Might be 45 at this point. So, of course, coming from the victory in Mazzano last time out in Pecco's back garden, it's important for us to still continue to bring on the fight to the number 63. So over to the right-hand side for turn 7. Pecco, right on cue, sneaks up on the inside himself, and now claims the position. We could fight back into the chicane. It's a very difficult chicane to get right. I'm going to try it. Oh, super close, but we couldn't get it to stick. Can't get any more closer than that, can you? And to the left-hand side there, we were super close. But we are still on the charge of potential victory. So into turn 12, the hardest braking zone of the Aragon Grand Prix. Still trailing in behind the GP22 as we go over to the right-hand side. Turn 13, a very innocuous corner is turn 14. It's very difficult to get right, and it looks like we just ran it in a little bit too deep for my liking this time around. So ride out device, click that in, and let's go for it. Use the slipstream of the number 63, but he's already gone. 4 tenths, 5 tenths, I guess it doesn't matter. We should claw it back on the brakes. It's close, alongside the Ducati we were, but we are now back ahead, as it's going to be that bit of a rubber banding effect here at the moment. Every time he goes past, we'll fight back, and vice versa in the Grand Prix of Aragon here. Jack Miller, fastest man on circuit, 1:46.434 for the KTM-bound rider. So into turn 1, our fastest lap of the race so far, 1:47.567. So it's about a second and a bit behind Jack Miller's lap time. Not sure really where he is on circuit. I know he's in 5th, but there's a gap behind us, as you can see in the graphic on the map there in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. But as we approach the penultimate lap, that's when it's going to really matter the most. Is the AI going to be that close to start chucking in lunges? Guess we'll find out. A bit deep there for turn 7, not able to hold on to the position. We've got to do all the work again, as the AI is going to continue to get better and better. The soft option front might have been a gamble here as well, so we could be setting ourselves up for a failure there by going wide into turn 7. Of course, the LCR Honda looking pretty strong here in Aragon. The RC213V is a good bike. I like it. I quite like using it in MotoGP 22. It's not my favourite, but I am getting used to it, and I'm growing quite fond of the LCR Honda. So a bit wide into turn 12. Heart rate's now increased to 103, so as it gets more important and a little bit more tense, expect that to reach the high 120s or even higher potentially. So into turn 15, we're going to bring on the power once more. We've got to go for that lunge into the penultimate corner. If we don't manage it this time, as Bastianini, why is he constantly getting close and then stopping? He's just opening the throttle and then closing the throttle every single time he gets too close to us. So a bit strange action there from the AI, but enough about that for now. We're focusing on the man who's going to use the number 1 plate next year. It is Pecco Bagnaia, of course, won in this race, or at least was, no he still is. Across the line, it's a bad lap from us, but we'll fight back into turn 1. We now reclaim the position as Alex Rins, the fastest man on the circuit. We've gone deep for the first corner. Ooh, sharp intake of breath. Wasn't sure where Pecco was there. I've had an incident in the past where the AI just slams into the back of you because you're going too slow into the corner, but thankfully no contact was made, and it's down to us to fight back against the number 63. Now, let me tell you guys and gals, as we get deep into turn 5 there, my mistake. Bastianini trying to get on through as well. Oh, it's not going well here. It's not going as planned as we fight back up to the inside of Bastianini. We've got to do a lot of work now. A lot of work for us now. We've got to push. Pecco is pulling out that gap, and it seems every single time he's done that this season, he's come out on top. So we've got to make sure we get the business done here today. I don't want to lose another one to Pecco. I really don't. Really don't want that to happen. So into the left-hand side for turn 10. You see Bastianini right behind us again. Under pressure here in Aragon. So firm braking for turn 12. I do feel this is where we can gain back a lot of time on the AI. Going across the rumble strip is not very wise, but it certainly paid off for us this time around, as the heart rate is continuing to rise up to even the higher numbers now. Triple digits for the heart rate at this stage of the race. Penultimate lap, this is where it matters the most. Got to make sure we get close enough for a lunge on the brakes in the penultimate corner. Now, I was going to mention earlier, this is the importance of using power setting 1. If we were using power setting 3 at this point, we would probably be dominating. Hence the reason I am only using power setting 1. I could use 2, but I like the challenge with the first option of power. So into the final corner we went, and are now on the straight. Briefly going to brake here and hopefully get up the inside of Pecco. We've got to make that lunge. Oh, not close enough. Still not close enough, but we're neck and neck with Bagnaia now. Closing in all the time. As long as we don't make a mistake, we've got an opportunity here. So into the right for the checker corner for the final time of asking. Pecco is still hanging on well. Into the left-hand side for 4. Then again for the left-hand side of the tyre for turn 5. The Michelin's hanging on. Not much left for that soft option front, especially not on the left-hand side. But we're still pushing very hard. So into turn 7. Got to keep it tight here. Bring on the ride-out device if you need. We didn't bother with it this time. Up by 5 tenths of a second. This is a fast lap This is going to be in a very, very vital lap here. Change of direction for 7, into 8, and then into turn 9. The heart rate's up to 135. Oh, the pressure. That's when you know I'm really pushing. I'm absolutely going for it now. 139. It's going to be down to turn 12. That's where I've got to get all that time back. Look at Pecco. What a lap this is coming in from the Italian. Into the left-hand side for turn 12. Nice and tight. We're still not close enough, though. This could be curtains for the number 63. I'm pushing like mad. Still not close enough. To quote Enea Bassini, we're pushing like illegitimate. We're still giving it everything, but I don't think it's going to happen. That's a massive long straight for us to be on power setting 1. 7 tenths, 8 tenths of a second. I think that might be it, but god damn it, I'm pushing hard here. I've given it everything going into this final corner, but unfortunately we are losing the duel here in Aragon. Pecco Bagnaia will stand on the top step as we finish in a pretty solid second place. Bastianini in third, but look at all those riders behind us who wanted to get on the podium as well. So that's the end of that one then, guys. Bagnaia wins. We are in second, just 7 tenths behind. Fastest lap for us on the final lap. And Enea Bastianini finishes in third, just a couple of tenths ahead of Fabio Quartararo. So we'll look at the championship standings. We are still in the championship lead, but only losing 5 points to Pecco is not the end of the world. Quartararo finished fourth and still in third place with 90 points behind. And Enea Bastianini, after getting the podium, is in 6th place, 143 points behind us at this stage of the championship. So looking at the Teams Championship, Ducati still on top. Of course he would be with after winning the race. LCR Honda trail by 62 and Suzuki trail by 95. And finally, after another victory, it puts the Constructors' Championship almost out of reach for us at this stage, as Pecco Bagnaia and the Ducati lead by 60 points. But guys, that's it from me. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments section down below. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button and consider becoming a member for priority comments and a lot of other perks as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and ciao for now. Oh, hi. Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.